Hey guys, this is the Snack Gladiator, and amongst the hosts, I am known as the Snackiest. Today, we're going to be reviewing a limited edition Coca-Cola. That's right, another soda review, stop complaining. Now, this is a collaboration between Coca-Cola and the Spanish singer-songwriter Rosalia. I've heard of her name, I don't know any of her songs, I might have heard them on the radio, but I know nothing about her. But anyway, this is a limited edition flavor. It's called Coca-Cola Move. I got this at Walgreens, and I think it's also available at CVS, from what I was reading. I don't know where else you can find it, but it's only here for a limited time. So now, I just wanted to do a little bit of a... I always like to provide a little bit of backstory / information, expand on the lore here for the soda. It says on the Coca-Cola website, this is the newest Coca-Cola creation, co-created with one of the most daring artists in music today. It's a celebration of transformation. So the key word here is transformation for this one. It's an homage to a homage. It is a homage. I thought it was an homage. Anyway, to all the versions of ourselves that coexist within us, and that forms our very own personality. Coca-Cola Move is a tribute to the different phases of transformation, mixing a great but familiar Coca-Cola taste with both bold and delicate flavors. So delicate, I don't want to break it. Coca-Cola Move is available for a limited time only, so get yours before the newest from Coca-Cola Creations moves on for good. Now, the name is a little bit misleading. Before I hit the record button, I sat here for 15-20 minutes watching the soda, and it didn't move an inch. It's just stayed completely flat, like exactly as you're watching right now. So I'm not sure where the name comes from, but certainly not inspired by the movement of the beverage itself. Now, as far as flavor notes goes, I've read different things. If you Google it, it's one place says it's upfront vanilla with a hint of strawberry, but then Food Network editor mentioned that it was pineapple and coconut. It's the taste of regular Coke mixed with pineapple and coconut. And yet another person said it tastes like Coke with a hint of marshmallow. So that sounds like the Peep soda that I recently reviewed. So in other words, it seems to taste like different things to different people. So maybe the whole transformation theme is behind that, Maybe it's depends on what you happen to taste. But anyway, let's set the phone aside here. Visually, looks like regular Coke, completely indistinguishable. It comes in these 20 fluid ounce bottles. The label's pretty nice. I'll just get an up close here. So up to this point, it kind of looks like the traditional Coca-Cola label, and then you can see it kind of goes into this sort of a sketch / doodle design with I believe up here that's Rosalia, and just some like hearts and little doodles. It's nice. I think I like the little sketchbook design. I think Coca-Cola has some pretty cool labels with these collaborations. And actually, the label here is more pink. It's not the standard Coke red. The nutrition facts are the standard Coke red for comparison. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I think the other limited edition Coke flavor, Dream World, was available in cans. I don't know that this one is available in cans though. It is available in a zero sugar version, which I almost picked up because typically when I drink soda, not that I drink soda super often, I go for the diet or zero sugar. I just prefer the taste of it. But anyway, that's enough of that. I want to taste the original. So this is the standard version. Full sugar, mucho sugar. But just be aware that there is a zero sugar version, which I will not be reviewing today. This has 65 grams of sugar, which is 129% of your daily allowance. Only 129%. Ingredients are pretty much standard: water, corn syrup, caramel color, natural flavors, phosphoric acid, and caffeine. Now, basically, the description, as I've heard read, doesn't really give you a whole lot to go off. They said it tastes like regular Coke with bold and delicate flavors. So, alright, your guess is as good as mine. Anyway, that's enough chit chat. Let's open it up. Let's listen for that signature hiss. Beautiful. Alright, Coca-Cola move. Let's get a sniff. Oh, that's really good. It smells like a... I almost got a jelly bean vibe from it, actually. That's the very first thing that came to mind, jelly bean. Jelly beans. It's like when you open a bag of Jelly Belly, stick your nose in there, everybody does this. And you smell it, it smells very much like that. That's a really, really appealing smell. I love the like liquid candy. That's awesome. Alright, let's pour it into the gladiatorial chalice. Fresh out of the dishwasher. And let's smell it inside the chalice to see if anything changes. And then, of course, the ultimate, the taste test. Let's go for it. Okay. So we just pour it out. Okay. So, as I mentioned before, this seems to taste like different things to different people. Now, I've heard, basically, I was poking around maybe 3-4 different sites, and they all gave pretty substantially different flavor profiles, so I'm not really sure what to expect here, but so far I love the smell. Let's put the schnoz into the chalice. Yeah, still getting that jelly bean kind of vibe to it. If I have to be really specific, I'm getting a little bit of a coconut in here. I am getting the coconut, which I believe one person had mentioned in their review of this drink. So it smells kind of like the coconut, jelly beans. I think that's the closest thing that comes to mind, you know? So, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and sip on this, and I'll give you my first impressions. Then I'll sit with it for a little bit, kind of just ponder, and, you know, just meditate and focus on this. This is a very, very pensive episode of Snack Gladiator. Yeah, bet you didn't expect it was going to get that serious, huh? Okay, that's enough joking around. Let's go. That's complex. That's actually, I'm not really joking there. That seems to be quite a bit to break down here. Let me take a few more sips. Yeah, I'm getting that. That coconut wave of coconut kind of keeps hitting the back of my nose. Let me analyze this a little more. Okay. And just like all the good coffee tasters, we're gonna slurp a little bit here. So, as of right now, the two notes that I'm getting are I'm definitely getting the coconut, and I'm getting I do get the marshmallow vibes, similar vibes to the Peeps soda, which I still have a bottle of in the fridge, by the way. It's going to be safe for posterity, you know, as an investment piece. But those are the two notes that kind of stick out to me. There's maybe a coconut with a marshmallowy, kind of vanilla-y taste mixed in there. I'm not getting so much the strawberry or the pineapple notes that much. I'm gonna have to sip this a little bit longer. It's just not an easy review to do. I feel like most of the other soda flavors that I've tried to have a pretty distinct or more upfront flavor profile. This one is kind of different, and I can see why everybody seems to kind of give different flavor notes to this drink, because it's not that easy. There are a few notes in there that I'm having a harder time pinpointing, but for the most part, I'm getting that vanilla-y, coconut-y taste. I'm not really getting not getting too much in the way of citrus notes. This is gonna sound weird, but besides the coconut jelly beans, this also kind of tastes like the light blue jelly beans. I wish I had a jar of jelly beans. I keep going to that because there's something jelly bean-like about the smell and the taste. I'm gonna have to go in for the second pour, fellow gladiators. This is not easy. Even the site itself doesn't seem to give all that much information, so I'm going to, let me just see what are people saying about this beverage. I'm very curious. This is one of the more interesting, in a good way, flavored sodas that I've tried in a while, so. And kind of just as an aside, this is part of their Coca-Cola creations, so they've been launching these limited edition flavors since last year. Like I said, I know they had one Dream World, and they've had at least a couple. Let's see, Starlight is the other one. Yep. And I guess based on what I'm reading here, they don't really give you any flavor notes to go off of. So the names are kind of vague, intentionally vague. I remember with Dream World, they said I don't remember what the description was. It was something like it tastes, and they gave all these abstract concepts, but none that are linked to a flavor. So I think these combinations are supposed to kind of be a little bit open to interpretation. They leave you wondering what exactly is in this. So with Dream World, for instance, they tried to capture the taste of a dream, and this is the taste of transformation. So what does that mean? I don't know, but I'm gonna give this a few more sips and see if I can get pick out a few more notes here. Now, one thing I will say, which I think a couple of reviews noted, is that there's a little bit of a bitterness to this as well. Not initially, but towards the end. More than regular Coke, this leaves a little bit of a bitter, not unpleasant, just a little bit different. And maybe that's where perhaps that's where the pineapple thing came in, because there is a little bit of a tartness, almost bitter note to it. But again, it's not an unpleasant note. It's just kind of different and distinct from regular Coke. Alright, so the Gladiator chalice is empty. What am I going to give this? I'm actually going to have to give this, I think I'll give it a B+. It's quite an interesting flavor. It has that, the Coke baseline that we all know and love, but the flavor is quite unique and complex. And I like the fact that it's not straightforward. And that's evidenced by the fact that, most of the reviews I've read give slightly different flavor profiles to this drink. So I think there's an interesting level of complexity here, as complex as a soda can be. I think this was kind of enjoyable, I really had to kind of sit with it for a little bit and really taste it carefully. Even now, as I'm talking, I'm getting slightly different base notes here. Maybe getting a little bit of like raspberry in there. There's something in there. Maybe that's why I said it tasted like the blue jelly beans. There's like a raspberry note to it, at least to my taste buds. So for the forefront taste, I would say again is that marshmallowy kind of coconut flavor base note, and then towards the back there's a little bit of a fruitiness to it as well. So I'm going to give this a B+ on the Gladiator scale. Thank you for watching. I do recommend you check this out. It was launched on February 20th, but it's only available for a limited time. I'm not sure how long it's going to be around. You could try this one out or the zero sugar, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this has been your host, the Snack Gladiator. Goodbye. It's still not moving.